Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is DG Chichester, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Listen to that young man's professional voice. All right, kids, welcome back to another episode of the Devil You Know, the Daredevil Podcast. That's right.
Sure.
Except those substitutes. I am Phil, and joining me, as always, that's Bastion of Positivity. It is.
Oh, me? We're doing me now? Oh, hey, it's a little Hellfire.
That's right, kids. And this time, I know I announced something else last time, but a lot can change in a month. But I believe I pushed those issues back because this time, to match up with stuff we're doing on Ultimate Spider-Cast, we're going to be covering Daredevil 246, where Daredevil meets up with Chance, and Daredevil number 1 from 2011 by Mr. Mark Waid, where we get an appearance by the Spot. Listen to Lilith's enthusiasm.
Crickets. Are you going to put the scrolly thing at the bottom? Or
No, never. No, I will.
Sorry, YouTube
I've
can scroll along.
I even did it. I even made it there. I even
There
typed it.
we go.
For some reason, I just didn't hit the button. I don't know.
That's what she said.
What? Hey-oh. I hope that's what she says. He hit the button.
Never
All
too
right.
late to hit the button.
Oh, my. Yes, kids. All right, so yes, Chance in the Spot. There's Lilith's response. Anyway.
Oh, did you do it because it's for me to art, or?
No, but that's a happy coincidence. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, our impromptu Ramita tribute. Here we go.
Well, we will talk about Romita Sr. on Ultimate Spider-Cast, too, because...
Yeah.
Although Will and I we're talking about him a little bit, and, like, Will's even saying, you know, I don't think people even know, like, half of, like, the influence he had behind the scenes, too, on some of those artists and stuff, and you could just tell, because, like, every, like, professional I saw online, you know, doesn't matter what side of the street they're on politically, or just, you know, all of them had nothing but nice things to say about Romita Sr.
Yeah.
About how great he, you know, was to work with. And all right. So let's get into these, and then we'll get to some new stuff, because Lilith can't wait for that. All right. Start with Daredevil 246 from September 1987. Bad guy. Say hello to the bad guy. Writer Jim Owsley, penciler Tom Morgan, inker Tony DeZuniga, colors Max Sheely, letterer Joe Rosen, and editor Ralph Macchio. So,
couple of our gangs all here.
Yeah, this is screams.
Can't believe the Karate Kid was editing. I didn't even think he was born yet. I'm kidding, Ralph Macchio. The other one
first movie was from
old.
the 80s. Come on. Yes, this screams Phil into me. All right. Well, no. I think we were kind of, I don't know. I can't remember if she might have done some already, but I think we were kind of just like spinning wheels at this point between Frank Miller and Ann Nocenti.
Yeah. Every now and then the scramble becomes obvious. But it's like, this poor cabbie.
Oh, I know. Oh, okay, I see what you're talking. Yeah, because Romita redrew the Daredevil figure on the cover. Yeah. Wait, I wonder what it originally looked like if he redrew it. But that is pretty cool, him leaping off that cab. All right, here's the quick synopsis, then we'll talk about it. Daredevil unwittingly gets a cabbie caught in the middle of a corrupt government power struggle and has to save the guy's life when the bad guys hire Chance to kill him.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
They don't have it. Like, they're hiring Chance. They're saying you're a punk, you're a chump. Look at that
Is
stupid suit. Go back to space.
although I mean, does Chance have like kind of like a smart MO because it's basically the job is guaranteed because he wagers, he bets on his success, and if he doesn't do the job for you, he don't get paid. So you
It's
really,
a gimmick. It's a shtick, and he's
yeah.
poor.
But I mean,
But he was a gambler in his regular life, so
yeah.
I'm gonna name myself Chance because I'm a gambler. Also, he's been in cahoots with freaking the Foreigner and Black Fox, so that's all you need to know. That says everything right there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some.
Which are better stories, to be quite honest.
We're gonna get some of that Spider-Man stuff. I mean, yeah, but again, it's like that maybe employers are just like, well, at least if he doesn't do the job, I don't have to pay him.
Yeah, like I said, the shtick's fine. It's fine.
And what he's trying to be Daredevil, he has like cameras 360 degrees in that helmet.
That helmet makes him look like freaking Professor X and Cerebro. I don't like it.
I know. Just Lord, just the wrist blasters and
This screams late 80s. It is a product of its time.
exactly. Or maybe do you think maybe that's just a gag, or it's just like, yeah, it doesn't look good.
Wait, where did he get his suit from again?
I don't know. I don't know if he
Did
says.
they say?
I mean,
Because if he did it himself, it would make sense why it's like kind of bulky and it looks very unfinished comparatively to like all the like real villains like that matter.
I
You
don't
know
know
what I
if
mean?
they ever
He
say.
looks like a rejected X-Men, to be quite frank.
I mean, we're pretty much going to get to his first appearances in Ultimate Spider Cast. I don't know if they ever do.
I couldn't remember when I was like, well, those stories were very unforgettable. So when I was reading them last night, I was just like, I don't know. Maybe they do, briefly.
No, I mean, I'm looking at his origin, and all it's saying is he developed a unique combat uniform to
Yeah, I
begin with.
thought he did it himself. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think they ever like gave him like like actual page count, pages showing this.
Okay.
Oh my lord, Justin, we're gonna have to cover something. At one point, he faces Hawkeye. Oh my god.
I'd be down for that.
Hawkeye versus Chance.
Battle of the Cannon Fodder.
We were saying we wanted to add more Hawkeye to next year's schedule. Oh, that might have to be on this schedule, Justin.
Oh, I mean, you guys could always review the Hawkeye show if you need some more content.
Oh,
Even though it's not getting a second season.
well, I mean, there's plenty of Hawkeye on on Marvel Unlimited and stuff. Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 miniseries. There's the other, there's the Mad Fraction series. There's plenty to go around. Oh, did you see that? Speaking of Hawkeye, I got nervous yesterday because on Twitter, the hashtag was trending RIP Jeremy Renner. I was like, oh my god, no! And then like I looked at it and people were just like, oh, people are being jerks and getting that trending, even though Jeremy Renner's fine. It's like, oh, f those guys.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
maybe it was official that his contract's done with Disney. I don't know.
I don't know, but there was no official announcement or anything.
Wow, man, social media has just gotten like it was the Wild West back in my day. Like I was there when Twitter was created. Okay, I've been on Twitter since like day one. I'm a day one Twitter person, and it has changed. Like it was mean and nasty, but at least sometimes it was funny. But like
Yeah.
now it's just like, especially with the Elon thing, it is.
Oh,
It's not a pleasant place to be.
The last 5 to 7 years has not been. It's the things have gotten worse. I'm just certain people being in office, and then all these maniacs were like locked up in their home for like a year. I mean, that didn't help their mental state either.
Yeah. So that's messed up.
I know. All right, but back to this Daredevil.
MySpace would never. That's all I'm saying.
What was that guy's name?
Bring back
Tom?
MySpace.
What's that guy's name? Tom. Hey man, I like it. You can put your music on your front page. Come on. All right. Yeah, so I mean, this issue is so funny. We never see Matt or Daredevil as Matt. He's always in that costume because even when he get in that cab in the beginning, he's in full Daredevil suit, but he's just wearing that trench coat and that fedora.
I'm like, who do you think you are? The thing? Do you think you're Ben Grimm? You cannot pull that look off, my friend.
And it's just like, he's following the car of this corrupt official. I'm just like, I'm guessing he's taking a cab because it's raining. Because I'm like, otherwise, why wouldn't you just be swinging overhead?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess for story,
The rule of cool, my friend. The rule of cool.
telling the cabbie, get up beside this car. Daily, he just jumps out of the cab onto the other car.
But you know it's generic because it's literally the title is bad guy. You know what I mean?
I know. Holy sweat! The cabbie yells.
He's like clinging to that blue car like for dear life.
Well, I mean, I do like though that he's like, you're thinking about it, how he's blind and stuff. He's like, if I could see, this would be a lot easier. But if I could see, I'd probably be too afraid to do this. Though.
Exactly. But I do like I forget, because like the rain acts like additional radar, so you think it would be, but it probably sends off some false signaling and stuff too.
Yeah, I thought usually, the rain like broke up his signal and stuff. So it was, yeah.
Just like old people, when it rains, you can feel it in your joints.
No, my. That's why Lilith moved to where it doesn't rain.
Oh, it rains.
Oh, really?
It's just not hurricane. They don't really have a hurricane.
Oh, yep.
Make it rain.
Some places need it. I don't know. Is that Canadian wildfire still going?
I don't know. I thought they were over, but then this week they were. Was it early this week? I think they were just like, oh, air quality again might not be the best. Like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Although we did get some rain this week. There was at least 2 weeks we didn't have any rain, but yeah, we finally got some rain. But yeah, this this, talk about backstabbing politics.
I like with the cabbie because it is New York. It is 80s New York, no less. And the cabbie's like, sorry about the crowbar. Working nights.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, but you're wearing a mask,
Yeah, that red mask makes him look super creeps. Super creeps.
So yeah, so Nigel the cabbie.
Romsky.
Yeah. This sounds like an 80s action movie.
Oh, it is. I can see Bruce Willis doing this. I'm sure there's a generic Bruce Willis movie somewhere doing this bit.
Oh, this week it was like the anniversary of the 1989 Batman movie, and I just saw a thread on Twitter where someone was just saying like, oh yeah, they wanted to go with this actor, no, then they went with this actor, no, then they were, there was again like the Flash, it was like in development for like years and stuff.
Yeah.
Surprised that thing came out as
if you really, really want to get into it, all you have to do is Making Batman 1989 is a bleep show on YouTube, and it's that guy's really great. I love his breakdowns of like problems on set between like really unfamous movies, because like honestly, when I worked as a PA and a little bit just in general in the industry, I don't know how anything ever got done. I don't know how deals got done. I don't know how movies got made. There's just like every movie has a scandal, at least one. So it's kind of wild to think that movies get made and as frequently as they get made.
And all right, two things. One, I don't know, should we review those Keaton movies soon, just because it's clicks and views?
I don't know if I have the testicular fortitude.
Okay,
to do
that's
so.
fine. That's fine.
It's over. Let's let the Flash movie just die into obscurity.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that thing's plummeting, I believe.
We did our review, and I don't ever want to think about it again.
I know. Hell, it didn't even get its opening weekend. It
won the. Got the ring, Phil, so don't feel bad.
I know. It won the week. Oh, you got it too?
Yeah, I had already ordered it.
Oh, before yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did I influence you?
Now, I'm gonna get that baby. I'm gonna get that baby Funko, and then I'm
I
just gonna
almost
let
bought
be.
it on. I was bought it on Monday. Me and Lucas saw it in the store. Yeah. Oh Lord, is one in the microwave?
Yeah, they conveniently left that one out.
Oh good Lord. Okay, and again.
Batman, my favorite character.
The chance is never zero, Ray. I'm sorry.
I swear, if you probably if you look at if you could look at some Ray's stats, he'll like listen to one of our shows. It's like you could tell when the Batman drop hits because it's probably like, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. He's out here. 12
And
minutes.
he's
He's out.
gone. I really like the part where he looks over and he sees the guy and he like jumps out the window and the cabbie's like, "What are you doing, man?"
I
The
know.
look on his face. He's like, "Take off. I left my fear on the seat."
I told you. I love that. It's supposed to be something else. Holy sweat!
I timed this right. I hope. And he's just like, "Nyeh, nyeh."
I know. Oh, there's a panel for you, Lilith. When he hits the roof, he goes, "No good, too wet."
Yeah. No, nobody's ever said that.
especially
Not
Matt.
Matt. That doesn't sound like something Matt would say.
I was gonna say, especially not Matt Murdock. Oh my lord! That's why this issue feels so weird to you, Lilith. Matt's not chasing tail in any way, shape, or form in this issue.
Exactly.
Again, you don't even see him as Matt Murdock. It's all Daredevil this issue.
And he's like, "Something tells me the gig's way too weird for me." Like, zoinks, man. Oh, the "oh sweat" too was kind of funny.
Yes. Holy sweat! Oh sweat!
Like, couldn't say sheet.
Well, again, it's 87.
Holy sheet.
But yeah, the killer Phelan, sees that Nigel can see him through the window, killing Gromsky. So
Yeah.
love Matt just reaches in the car, throws it in the park.
He's like, "Oh yeah, let me preserve this evidence. I don't want the DA to flush the case." I'm like, "Sweetie, you're as bad as Superman and Peter Parker with your integrity here, bud."
I know.
What kind of car you think that's supposed to be?
I don't know. It's not some kind of Cadillac.
Is it an Oldsmobile? I feel like it's an Oldsmobile.
Maybe, yeah. Those
things were boat/tanks, man.
Oldsmobile, Cadillac, something.
Definitely not a Cadillac. It's not curvy enough. That's what he said. Anyway, they finally get out of the car and the fight takes it to the street in the wet.
Oh yeah, and I love when the guys who with the guns show up, all the thugs, and they're dressed like janitors or something. I'm like, what is that?
The cabbie's like, "Get back in your car, man. This is too deep for you." I'm like, "Yeah, no, go home, baby, please."
My radar sense picks up 4 guys, automatic weapons. I'll have to work for it.
He was like, "I was wondering when they would show up."
But yeah, so he's basically like, yeah, this Phelan's gonna try to get away, and his goon's gonna
listen. There's nothing like you know how you know a villain is a villain when he has his henchmen coordinated, especially if it's to his theme. Now, that's a real villain.
Exactly.
It's classic. They
But
don't make them like that no more.
But Matt's like, he's basically gonna have his goons riddle the car with bullets, basically the scene of the crime. And
he's not gonna get him out with his crowbar. He's better than me. I'm like, "All right, bud, you got my fare. I'm out of here."
I know. He's like, oh, poor Matt. I know Matt just throwing that billy club to distract the guys.
He's like, "Oh well, that's not gonna work."
While they look in the other direction, he just leaps at them.
He's like, "It buys an eye blink or two. It's all I need." And I'm like, "Babes, you'd eat more than that. Let's be real. You're kind of off the deep end at this point."
Break them up. Take them in shifts.
The cabbie, "This is wild. He's taking 2 of those guys out like it was nothing, man. Maybe I don't even have to get involved."
But then Matt tries to hit one with his billy club in the back of the knee, and and of course, he knew it was coming. And then so the guy's aim goes wild, and he shoots up the cab.
Yeah. He's like, hey, my car! Same reaction, bud. I feel you.
And since
He's
when?
like, cops are going to be all over the place. I'm a black guy in 80s New York. This is not going to end good for me.
He's got a record, yeah. But I love how, like, when Matt takes out the gunman, he's like, careful, won't crack any ribs, just dislodge the gun. I'm like, since when is Daredevil careful?
Seriously. In and out of the costume, never.
Okay, kids, this issue not brought to you by Frank Miller.
Your mother's a whore! He just wanted to push the button.
Mm-hmm.
And that cop that brings him in, poor guy.
Oh, yeah. Murphy.
It's always a Murphy.
Talk about your stereotypical cop named Murphy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like later at police headquarters.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so the whole thing's on
driving without a license, unlawfully operating a medallion taxi within city limits, no insurance, illegal parking. And then here it comes on the TV.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't even his cab. Wait, what's coming on the TV?
He's like, I'll take more than the word of an ex-con to convince a grand jury. Like they're on the TV.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh yeah, Phelan's people are just like, yeah. His word against this.
That's how it goes, though. Seriously, it's like you want people to be good Samaritans, but like the news and like just the general public's lust for like, oh well, what are you doing here? And it's just like, well, that one guy that saved that lady that ran out of that house naked. Like he saved her, but then like they like turned on him just because he had a record. It's like, well, our justice system says once you serve your time, it should be done. Like, don't bring it up again.
Yeah, well, again, I want the lawyers get involved too. It's like, well, if you're on the opposing side, it's like, oh, what kind of dirt can we dig up on the,
Which doesn't change the facts of what you've done.
No, but again, they
so that's what I mean. It's just like
they're like, all we need is reasonable doubt,
That's why people don't want to get involved. Literally, it's like, well, why should I?
Exactly. So yeah, they're holding Nigel because he is going to testify at the grand jury hearing. Won't even let him call his wife.
So many civil rights abuses. But okay, we're gonna move on.
1987.
Every cop in 2023's wet dream, I tell you.
Shut up, or I'll crack your skull open.
Like, okay, Stabler, calm down.
All right.
This is like a pretty cool, backroom conspiracy. I dig it. I like a little bit more of I kind of miss when we got to see Daredevil's crimes and cases and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Really cool.
I just I miss these stories where he's basically just dealing with organized crime and street crime, and so yeah. I love it.
Street level, no ninjas. I just needed a break from the ninja stuff.
Exactly. I love
because you know who's not writing it, so I don't we could just leave the ninjas alone.
Yeah, and again, we've done so many ninjas anyway. Yeah, we can use a break, but yes, you are right.
If you're not DG Chichester, you can't write ninjas.
Check out the Chichester chats once a month, right here. But I love
some really cool stuff over there. But I like how Chance just burst in. He's like, if you men are gamblers, here's a tip. Never bet against Chance. I'm like, you might as well said always bet on black. Like, come on. Get out of here.
And again, after he blows up the door, it's like, yeah, I want you to hire, I want you guys to pay me, but here, I'm going to blow up the door. Well, I guess.
I'm not a thug. Those men are thugs.
I'm
classy and elegant. Don't you see my big, huge helmet?
Hey-oh!
But the suit is green, friend, so you are a villain, my friend. You are a villain.
And that visor. But I love 1987 Secret Evil Conspiracy. They're all sitting in there smoking pipes and cigarettes. You just see the cloud in their room.
Like I said, I'm old enough to remember when Denny's and IHOP had back rooms for the smokers, and it was just disgusting in there.
Oh God, their restaurants.
You couldn't even see it.
I know. Oh God, some of those restaurants used to just have ashtrays right on the table. You know,
I would kill for a McDonald's ashtray.
oh my.
Like, I remember them. I see them every now and then on eBay, and I'm like, should I buy it? No, I'm not gonna buy it. I should buy it. That's like history right there. But yeah, those rooms were covered in nicotine. I can only imagine what that office is like.
Oh yeah. It's like a dark room, and you just see all this smoke. You know. Oh yeah.
Some things have improved in this world.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, Chance plays hard to get. He's like, I don't need your money. I don't want your business. He's like, here, this will cover the price of the door.
Like, what are you doing, bud? Like, he's annoying.
I know.
If you're gonna be a villain, be a villain. Money, baby. Be about the money.
So they go, one of the guys is like, wait, we're deciding, Mr. Chance, we want to hire you. We need a man eliminated. And then, in a strikingly original move, yes, the cops have Nigel hold up in this old, like, crappy little motel.
Playing poker's illegal.
On Route I-9.
Aw, it's not Route. Never mind.
No, it's I-9, not 69. Lil.
Missed opportunity.
I know.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Route 69 doesn't go through New York, so it's fine.
I was gonna say. That's where you should vacation, just traveling up and down Route 69.
I did that once as a kid with my family. It's pretty dead now. It's actually really sad what happened to Route 69 as the suburbs got built out. But like, I'm not gonna, you know. Yeah. we'll talk about that some other time.
Please tell me it goes north and south.
Actually, I think it's east to west, right?
Oh, okay. Get it? North and south?
I get it, but I think it is east to
west. I was like, it's not that funny. Shut up. All right.
Well, Route 66 was what you were talking about, but
yeah. Daredevil just hanging out outside on the roof. Just doing his best Spider-Man impression. And he wonders, about Nigel's life falling apart, and then Matt thinks about his own pain, how he was blinded as a child. His own
Here we go.
His own floating heads to kill. I mean, come on, Matt Murdock. It's like, what about me? This guy thinks he has it bad. He didn't take toxic waste to the face. But then that radar picks up Chance coming in. Picks up a missile at 120 degrees.
Yeah.
Chance is a fancy man. It doesn't look like he goes right past Matt's face or something. It's just like, F you. I'm gonna show you I'm here, Daredevil, and nothing you can do about it. Yeah, so Chance just like rockets through the room and then out the wall, and it's basically like, yeah, Nigel, come to me.
Hell.
Who runs out of Nigel was taking a shower and just comes running out in a towel. See, gotta admire their restraint, Love Hellfire. It's 1987. The witness could have been a woman, so they could have done that shower scene, but they did not.
Well, yeah, of course not. Jim didn't need all that. It's not the kind of guy Jim was. He wasn't gratuitous.
Yeah. When you think about it, I think it might only be like one panel, but like they show Nigel's wife on TV, but besides that, I don't think there's one woman in this story.
It's a sausage fest.
Oh, definitely. I'm just like, wow,
Sausage. It's fine having a sausage fest.
So of course, as Chances.
Well, isn't it appropriate because they're pigs? I'm kidding.
Oh!
I like some law enforcement, not all, but some.
So as Chances.
Talking to you by NSA agent.
Satire. Remember NSA satire and parody. All right. So as Chances chasing Nigel. Daredevil's like, trying to fight him. I love when Daredevil leaps at Chance and Chance leaps out of the way. He goes, "Watch where you're going, pal. You're like the lady that hits someone."
Yeah.
Matt's just like, the mouth. They always have the mouth.
Hell, he knows all about that, doesn't he?
Whoa! Then he tries to throw that billy club and ricochet and hit Chance from behind, but
He's
Chance
got a lot of experience with that too, doesn't he?
Whoa!
He's like trying to donkey punch me now.
Trying to donkey punch me now, bitch.
But this is like, Matt doesn't usually get this. He's usually the one doing it, but Chance can see it coming through with those cameras, so he ducks his head out of the way. But yeah, Matt realizes he probably has cameras in that helmet. He should have been like, yeah, that crappy looking helmet. Oh, that would have been funny.
It's very phallic. He does look a little bit like a tallywhacker.
Whoa! It'd be funny if Matt was just thought, I'm blind and I could make myself a better looking suit. Throws a garbage.
His wife leaves him though. That's sad.
Oh yeah, Nigel's wife. Yeah. But this secret evil committee has failing killed. So.
Yeah. Plot twist, I guess.
So they're just like, do we really need to kill this Nigel if the murderer's dead and everything? And but they're like, they're the one guy chomping on his cigar is like, no, this could still fuel an investigation. That'd be bad. This is an election year, so let's let Chance complete his assignment. But then when they hear
then he pulls a Two-Face, like, really?
Oh, yeah. Because, well, first Nigel's just like, my life's in shambles. I got to try to make things work with my wife. So he's like, I ain't going to testify. And Daredevil's like, oh, come on. Kind of losing.
Like, bro, you've done enough, sir.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chance plays no matter what, because he knows guy has a pregnant wife in him.
See, he's not that bad, guys. Yeah. Give him a chance, guys.
So, but then Chance tracks Nigel down to his apartment because his wife left a Dear John letter.
Dear John, by the time you read this note, I'll be gone. Oh, that show was so sad, actually. Like, how did the 90s and 80s were wild. They would make a show about anything. That's a show.
I know, man. Here's a show.
This it was a fever dream for a real long time, but it wasn't.
No, name a concept. They were willing to try it in the 80s and 90s, man. It's like,
although Taylor Swift has the better Dear John property with that song, so there you go, Swifties.
Hey, how about this? This family has a robot daughter, and they keep her in the closet. I know.
Oh no! We definitely will have to talk about wildest things from the 90s and 80s.
Guys, wait. Here's a concept. Picture it. Charles is in charge.
Oh, we can talk about crazy meta finales too. Oh, I have a lot of Charles. Listen, I'm a child of the 90s. Of course, I know a lot about Scott Baio. Okay? I know way too much about Charles in Charge.
Any chance to talk about Nicole Egger? Damn it, I'm in.
Exactly. We can talk about all their weird spin-offs based around twins, too.
Oh my god, I think we said it before, but we're going to have to do a Baywatch episode. You know that, right?
Yeah. If we can get the Hoff, it would bring my life literally full circle, so.
Oh my god, I wonder if I can make that happen. Oh, Knight Rider, Baywatch.
Like, what black person likes David Hasselhoff? Well, technically, I was born in Germany, so I think that's where it comes from.
And as our good friend Norm Macdonald said, God rest his soul, Germans love David Hasselhoff.
They do. I'm telling you, it's inexplicable. I was like, I don't know why.
Oh my god!
Pretty sure I still have his album somewhere.
Gotta make that happen. Knight Rider, Baywatch, that Nick Fury movie. Oh my god!
It wasn't that bad. I'm just saying, it really wasn't. If you've ever seen it,
I've seen it. Yeah.
No offense to the Hulk and the Daredevil and Thor stuff that they did. Like, it was better than that, at least.
Yeah, I mean, for the time it was made, and yeah, oh yeah, no, that could have gone horrible.
And I'm surprised they didn't rope him back into it just for like poops and giggles with all the variants. Like just even like a animated what if. Like where's David Hasselhoff's shekel? Where's his shekel, Marvel?
Let's say just couldn't come to agreements on money or something. I don't know.
He will literally do anything for anything.
Whoa.
Like he no, when he was like on America's Got Talent, he wasn't like the highest paid judge or anything. So he's got his manager keeps him in check. So very negotiable.
Don't hassle the Hoff.
Exactly.
So yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, so Nigel's basically like, yeah, just kill me. My wife's gone. What's the point? So but then Daredevil shows up, and Chance is like, because Chance was gonna just let him go, and Chance like, oh no, I gotta salvage my rep here. So yeah, gives him the old Two-Face. He's like, heads he lives, tails he dies, and flips the coin. And Daredevil's like, no, I don't think so. So he hits the coin with his billy club, and Chance like, you cheated, and then takes off, smashing through the window. Again, glassmakers in the Marvel universe, the most secure job in the Marvel universe, glass making.
Yeah.
Windows.
Well, in the Arrowverse too, if you remember.
Yes.
It's like, damn it, Green Arrow.
But then Nigel finds that coin, and it's a two-headed coin. Chance cheated.
Like I said, he pulled the Two-Face.
Oh. Well, I guess in Nigel's case, two heads were better than none.
Oh!
So yeah, the story ends. We see Nigel has agreed to testify, and Daredevil's still wearing that coat and fedora. It's just the end. Nigel's, they're sitting in a cab, and Nigel says, hey, DD, take it a little easier on this guy, will you?
Yeah.
All right. So thoughts, Lilith Hellfire?
It's almost like a quaint slice of life. Like literally, like this is just a day in the life of many people in Marvel's New York. I feel like that get entangled with the superheroes that they come across. I thought it was a really fantastic concept, honestly.
Oh yeah, because especially like the street level stuff, because it's not like.
Yeah, you got the cabbie's life, literally like the mob and, conspiracies and things like that. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It was pretty well paced as well.
Yeah, and again, we were saying it, but I kind of miss stuff like this because it's like, I don't know, everything seems like modern comics has to be big and earth shattering, and it's like you miss these little stories when you do that,
Yeah, most superheroes have become so unrelatable. Like, it's hard to root for them. It's just, like, it's abstract at this point.
It's all multiverse, or the universe is going to get destroyed.
Yeah, it's.
But again, like we were saying, it's like, we kind of miss this with Daredevil because it's all ninjas now. Let's get back down to the street. Even Spider-Man, there's good stuff coming out of there somewhat, but it's like the multiverse stuff. Every time now, it's like, no, give me some. Again, I love
Where's Mysterio, man? Where's Electro? Where's Scorpion?
I love my cannon fodder getting punched in the face.
Yes, like they've totally lost track, and I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get back. I mean, eventually it has to come back full circle, right? And they'll go back to doing street level, but will it be too late? Is the question. I think a lot of the modern comic book writers are just too self-indulgent. They're doing the stories that they want to tell. That's fine, but like, to a point, you still have to respect the reader and what's come before you and like what they were doing, not just completely wipe the slate clean because you don't like a character or two. Like,
Yeah. And again, too, just the industry has changed so much because a lot of these guys, you only get like a year on the book and that's it. And so.
Yeah, but that's kind of probably a business wise. Like, I don't think that, the big two want really big names on the books for long because when they do have to get rid of them, there's this huge backlash, right?
Yeah, but anybody.
With the internet.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody. You have to be a big name to get more than a year, though. It's just.
I feel like if you're telling a good story and the book is selling, why change horses midstream? That's just weird. It's a weird practice. And like I said, they just don't want anybody getting too big for their britches anymore. Like they don't want people like Ramita and Mateus and things like that. So it's just they don't.
But that's the thing; they don't give people time to flesh out their stuff because that's why we're not getting as many supporting characters, and that's why we're not getting the human interest stuff because it's like, everyone's like, oh, I have to cram my story into a year, and I don't have time for any extraneous stuff or.
Yeah, it's making it real bland and boring. And then they always have like crossovers too now. Like I think
Oh
sometimes it's
yeah,
okay to sit out of a crossover. Like, as much as I did enjoy that big Daredevil event, I felt like some books were definitely crammed in and unnecessary. Where we could have gotten a Luke Cage book still better. So, it's just like you gotta kind of read the room sometimes.
yes. All right.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, more than serviceable. I enjoyed it. It was
Oh
fun.
yeah, so did I. All right. You want to get to the other one, Daredevil #1 by Mark Waid?
Yeah, okay.
I
It feels so. I feel so dirty, like reading a Mark Waid book, but it's Marvel. Like it doesn't feel right, bro. Like Mark Waid, DC. That is it, sir.
I guess
or Archie.
Yeah.
Archie.
I mean, I guess
that is it. That's where I like my Mark Waid. Okay?
I guess I was used to his Captain America runs and stuff, so yeah. I get you, but all right. And again, I mean, he tried to make it a little lighter so it wasn't as dark and stuff.
No, I didn't have a problem with it. Like I just said I felt dirty.
Yeah.
I was like, it wasn't Archie and it wasn't DC, but Mark Waid's name's right there.
I know. All right, so Daredevil #1 for September 2011. Man Without Fear, like I said, by Ray. Okay, I hear you, Will. All right, bye. Friend of the show, Mr. Mark Waid.
Hi, this is Mark Waid, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Penciler, Paulo Rivera. Inker, Joe Rivera. Colorist, Javier Rodriguez. Letterer, Joe Caramagna. And editor, Stephen Wacker.
I won't be a child. It's fine.
Yes, we're serious adults here. There you go. There's another alias that you could be Stephanie Wacker.
No. Kelly Puckett - Wiener. That's the perfect alias.
Puckett Wiener. All right. Daredevil perches precariously outside a window of the main building of the cloisters, taking in the smells and sounds of a wedding in progress between the children of two New York organized crime families. He has heard rumors that someone here is going to be the target of a hit. As the bride walks down the aisle, Daredevil senses a slight shift in the acoustics of the venue. A portal was opened at the feet of the flower girl. The Spot's hand emerges, and Daredevil realizes he's dealing with an attempted kidnapping. Before the Spot can grasp the girl's ankle, Daredevil swoops in, grabs the girl, and jumps away. As Daredevil leaps around the venue, fighting off the Spot's attacks from all sides, he tells the gathered crime families that the Spot is working with an inside man. A guest's heart rate spikes, and Daredevil calls out the culprit, Sal Donorati. Sal panics and confesses to the crowd, but before he can reveal anything else, a portal opens in his chest. The Spot's hand comes through, grabs Sal by the head, and breaks his neck.
Yay!
Lil's like, there you go, kid. So.
It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Daredevil hands the child off to the groom and follows the Spot into one of his open portals. The foiled kidnapping makes the front page of the next morning's Daily Bugle, and they glossed over. Such a Matt Murdock move. He grabs the bride and plants a big wet one on her.
Yikes.
Sexual assault.
Is this the one that's the Marvel Now stuff, right?
I think so. Yeah,
that event, right? If I remember right.
Is it? Oh, that might be later. I can't remember. Yeah, the Marvel Now might have been a little later. No,
that was the 2014 stuff. My bad.
Yeah.
That's
no,
what
yeah.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no, that's this one.
Because Mark Waid wrote that one too. So I was just
because when they rebooted it, they poured a chip when they rebooted
and it was like that 1 point crap that they were doing. And
yeah.
Well,
that's the thing. Like they did this, and then like it was
like 2 years later. So I'm like, yeah, it's all running together.
Well, 2 years later, they had to move back to San Francisco, so like they rebooted it, but then Mark was still writing it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, again, they pulled a chip and just rebooted and kept the same writer.
Any excuse for a number 1.
Exactly. It's the way they pull it.
Because it's so weird, right? Because we had, we were like, I was like, okay, we're only gonna, because we have so many volumes of Daredevil, and they're like very like close together. Like it's like 7 at this point, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 and 2 went for pretty long, and then 3 and 4, and like everything else was pretty like.
And again, you could tell it's a cash grab in Daredevil's case because again, they rebooted here. Mark Waid takes over again, and then with Chip they did that. He had a volume. They took a break for Devil's Reign, then they came back with new number 1. It's Chip again.
Yeah.
The next day, Matt Murdock is forced to deal with a world that knows his secret identity. Thank you, Bendis. Despite
I thought we were gonna get away without a Bendis reference, but not looking so good, kids.
No.
Bendis.
Despite everything now he makes, he shoots down questions about his presumed activities as Daredevil from the owner of the coffee cart outside the courthouse and a throng of reporters inside it, before having accusations lobbed at him from opposing counsel in the police brutality trial he and his partner Foggy Nelson have taken on. Shouldn't a judge have put a stop to that and be like, you know what? I'm gonna hold you in contempt if you keep calling
It's Marvel's New York. It's almost as bad as Gotham on the judge side of things.
I guess. And everyone's probably just pissed because they're like, yeah, we know you're Daredevil. Shut up. Eventually, the judge in the case orders a continuance and
wait, is that like Bendis' go-to move? Like, I'm just gonna out your superhero.
That's what I'm saying. He outed Matt Murdock. He outed Clark Kent. I mean, it does seem like the Bendis playbook, doesn't it?
If we ever get a Naomi Volume 3, I guess we know where that's going.
I mean, he kind of outed Peter Parker when he supposedly killed him. It seems like his thing. I mean, he would have outed Tony Stark if Tony Stark's identity hadn't been public already. He would have.
Decades. It's like, damn it, somebody beat me to it.
So yeah, the judge orders a continuance and recommends that Matt and Foggy's client, Ahmed Jabrani, finds new attorneys. Deflated, Matt tells Jabrani he'll refer him to another lawyer. Later, Matt is taking some time to himself on the roof of his office building when he's joined by the new assistant
McDuffie.
Assistant District Attorney Kirsten McDuffie. She warns him that every lawyer he faces is going to try using his dual identity against him in court. Matt again denies he is Daredevil, but McDuffie is not
convinced. That thing for girls with the name starts with K,
just like Superman and the double L's.
Exactly. Electra's like, hey, what about me? Mary's like, what about me?
I don't know about Mary, but I mean, it doesn't start with a K, but Elektra has a K in her name.
Nice.
Matt loves that special K. Come here, baby. Give me that special K.
Every kiss begins with K.
Please sponsor us.
No, they can keep their blood diamonds. It's fine.
Oh! I don't know if people were. I mean, there used to be like 2 or 3 jewelers in our local mall. We're down to Zales now. That's it.
Oh, Zales is worst of all. Screw you, De Beers Company. Yeah, I got beef with you, De Beers. Don't worry about it. They know what they did.
But
Arby's, if you're interested, we still love the sponsorship.
Oh, please, yes.
I've got Phil hooked on the nuggets now.
Talking about meat is so natural for Ray.
Did you mean the other one?
Oh my! We eat sausage. What? Where's the? There we go.
Talking about meat is so easy for Lilith. Talking about meat so natural for Lilith.
See, that's why you should sponsor us, kids.
Talking about meat so natural for Lilith.
I really like the art on this book, though.
Yes.
I thought Mark Waid and
is that Marcus?
Paulo.
Yeah, it's Paulo. Yeah.
Also, is Joe? I think Joe, who did the inks, is related to him as well.
It is the same last name, so yeah, he probably is.
But yeah, I thought that the art was really good, made it pop with the story. I felt like it was very collaborative. The cover was super interesting. Like they clearly made it like, here comes Daredevil. Like and like I said, the setup's good, and like he's still honoring what came before him, even though I wouldn't have with the Bendis crap. So
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, Mark Waid.
That Mark Waid's a professional. He's a consummate
Yeah.
professional. Like I'd have been like, well, do I have to do? I don't even think he had to. He just felt like because he's old school like that. You know what I mean?
Mark Waid.
That's just a difference. It's a difference.
Yeah.
These kids ain't built the same as the ones that came before them.
Oh yeah, Mark Waid won't throw anything out. He'll work with it, even if he finds an excuse to write it out. But he'll do it. Yeah, I mean, Mark Waid's not one to just throw out continuity. Yeah, no.
Yeah, which, like I said, consummate professional. And it's briefly touched on, and it, I'm glad that he didn't sweep it under the rug. Like,
I mean, I think it's in the next volume when he does. He goes full out because like the win a case, like Matt's like publicly goes, yeah, I'm Daredevil.
Exactly. Yeah, he leans all the way into that skin. And
it's
like
not
Stan when he helps Mr. Hanky. He's covered in shit, man.
And again, it's not until the next writer when the Purple Children's wipe Matt's do the mind wipe. Yeah. We need a Spider-Man.
Sometimes you just need purple children, man. I get it.
Ayo. So we need a Spider-Man level mind wipe over here, kids.
I mean, I wish it actually worked in real life. I'd love to forget some of this crap we've been through for the last decade.
Oh my.
Comic books and otherwise.
Yes, it was Charles Soule who did the mind wipe, kids. Yes. All right. Wait. Where was I? Yeah. Again, it's there wasn't a ton of action after the whole Spot thing, but after Kirsten leaves, Matt leaps off the roof backwards while he's undressing. As Daredevil patrols the city, pondering the case, he realizes he is being followed. Looks like, oh, thank God he didn't make me do the issue too. His pursuer shoots projectiles into the air that explode, raining down chaff that counteracts Daredevil's radar sense. Fully blinded from his surroundings, Daredevil picks up the vague impression of an object coming towards him, but is unable to pinpoint Captain America's shield as it flies at his head from behind.
He got doggy punched! That Cap's shield, that's actually perfect. Oh, and I guess because he had written Captain America,
What?
I guess because he wrote Captain America, he was like, I think I can cross this over.
Hey,
get your shackles, babes.
Mark Waid is a huge Captain America fan, so yeah.
Yes, I remember him mentioning it.
Mentioning it, he wrote like 2 different runs of the character.
No, when we talked to him, he mentioned it.
Oh yeah. His college.
What it meant to him to write on Cap, so. I still haven't read a single Cap. Anything that Phil has not made me read. I don't know. It's just something. I'm just like. It's like, no, do Grunwald, do Wayne. I'm like, no, I don't care what you say. I'm not reading Captain America.
Lilith, the best era, in my opinion, ever for
I'm
Cap.
not a boy.
No, there's years where it just goes from Roger Stern to J.M.D. Mateus to Mark Waid, or to Mark Grunwald, then Mark Waid. That is like the golden age of Captain America.
Okay. One day I'll put it on my bucket list. It's like I have to finish Charles Dickinson's Our Mutual Friend, and then if you know, I'll never finish reading that. Then I'll read those runs of Captain America.
Sure. And speaking of kids, if you like Mark Grunwald Captain America, yes, check out Marvel Tales, where Justin and I did 2 episodes on Man and Wolf, where Captain America gets transformed into a werewolf.
Oh, is that what that one was about? Cool.
Oh, it's so 90s, Lilith, with special guests Wolverine, Cable.
No, get out of town.
Wolverine and Cable.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember that vaguely. Yeah.
There's a ton of werewolves in that story.
But no werewolf by night, huh?
He's no, he's in it. He doesn't have a huge part, but he's in it. Yeah, no.
Oh, that's hilarious.
John Jameson, Man Wolf, Werewolf by Night. Wolfsbane from X Factor also shows up.
Wow, that
They-
is really 90s.
They dumped at least three X characters into this. That was such a 90s story. Oh, and the best ponytail Dr. Druid.
Nice. That's nice. That sounds like you guys had a good time.
Oh, we did. Such a 90s story. Oh, but what do you think of the backup story in this issue where Matt and Foggy are just like walking the streets and basically
It's
talking
like melancholy.
Matt talking about the radar sense, and he's just like, I know what you put in your body. You're going on a diet.
Yeah, it's giving Bruce Wayne though.
Mm-hmm. But again, at the end,
but
you
done
know,
better.
Foggy's like, you've gone through a ton of crap in the last couple years, and Matt's like, you know what? You may say I'm in denial, but he's like, I'm just gonna try to move past it. You know,
Oh baby,
live a
no,
little
no.
lighter. You know.
I'm like, you're Catholic, babes. You're gonna do some self-flagellation for the rest of your life. That's just what it is.
I
I
know.
mean, rightly so. Some of that stuff is his fault. Like, I'm just saying. So he should carry some of that guilt. To be
I know, but
perfectly honest.
I mean, I love Mark Waid, but I'm like, why is he flogging himself with the father again? It's like, it's not.
Well,
Uncle...
every so often it rears its ugly head, just like with Batman or Spider-Man. It's like, why do we have to bring up this?
Yes,
Like Felicia said, it's like, bro, enough. We've heard the story.
I know, but even like with Batman and Daredevil, it's like, it's not Spider-Man. It wasn't your fault he was killed. And so it's like, why are you? I mean,
If
you
he
want
wouldn't have been scared, his parents would have never left. No, I'm kidding. Kidding.
I know, but I mean, Matt Murdock, it wasn't his fault. And again, he wants to flog himself with a death. How about Karen? She got killed by Bullseye. She got killed by Bullseye. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Hell, there's your flogging. I mean, he killed Elektra. She's fine now, though. But he killed Karen.
She got better. She died, but she got better.
Exactly. It's like the X-Men. But no, I'm just like, you know, flog yourself with, you know, that Catholic guilt of, oh, I should kill Bullseye. He's killed at least two people I love, but it's like, I'm a good Catholic. I'm not supposed to kill on purpose.
Yeah, I was gonna say on purpose. You could just, I don't have to save you.
I mean, he did drop him off a building, didn't he?
Exactly.
He tried.
He gave it a good college try for sure.
Yeah, but in the Marvel universe, you always got to worry. You drop them off a building, then they come back with adamantium bones.
Yeah. Or
Like
worse, new metal.
Oh no, that's good. I'm just waiting for the trend. Vibranium bones.
It's readily available now.
Pretty much. It's like symbiotes now. I mean, find them.
Everybody, you get a symbiote. You get vibranium. It's like a giveaway.
Pushers are selling them on street corners. Who wants vibranium? Who wants symbiotes?
You know, I totally believe somewhere or somehow some weird symbiotes like on a corner in New York with the trench coat going, "You want a symbiote?"
I am surprised none of these modern writers have come up with the gag of, oh, hey, you want to buy a symbiote? I got like a syringe full of them, you know.
Want some anti-venom?
Just a little prick.
That's about right. Yeah, but yeah, the story was serviceable. Like, I just, you know, like, okay, you reboot it, but we're still carrying over. So, like, that was quaint. Like, we haven't done that in forever. Or it's a reboot, but you know, the stuff still carries. It still matters.
Yeah, and it wasn't even carrying over from Bendis. So who was it? What's his face? Who created Winter Soldier?
Brubaker?
Yeah, Brubaker. Yeah, I'm thinking we were carrying over from Brubaker, unless there was somebody after Brubaker. But oh yeah, you know what? I think we came out of it's the one where Matt gets possessed by the hand or whatever, and
yeah,
that's when he supposedly kills Bullseye. Yeah, that's what we're coming out of. Yes, because this was after Black Panther, Man Without Fear. You know.
Yeah, you're right.
So much Daredevil. Oh, remember this time?
Volume 2 only went to 119, which technically is Daredevil 500. Right?
They did go to 500.
Return of the King, that was like the last one. Part like 1 through 4, that was like the last story.
Yeah, but it's so weird because it's like no, they went to 500, then they brought back the legacy numbering until.
Yeah, they were kind of back and forth on it.
Yeah, and then they became Black Panther, but it kept the legacy numbering of Daredevil. It was so weird. Then we rebooted with a new number 1.
As you do.
Man, I'm gonna sue, I swear I'm gonna sue Modern Comics for Whiplash.
Yeah. Tonal and otherwise.
Exactly.
But the story before Return of the King, what was that? Cruel and Unusual was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool, but like it was like a total tonal shift because with Brubaker it felt like a little more noir, and it's kind of like up my alley, quite honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like the late 2000s, so it was kind of one of those Wild West, anything goes, it like didn't matter kind of things.
Yeah. But then we get the modern stuff.
Yeah, where the runs get even shorter than 119 issues was the whole point of that. It's like, whoa.
Again, even the big names, you're lucky you get 2-3 years of that.
Yeah. Interesting practice we've got going on.
And what's Chip doing? I mean, just Matt's taking out eyes and
I think he's frustrated.
threatening Stromwell's. I'm telling you, something's up. It's nothing. It's not as it appears. Because Foggy died off panel. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, but so you read the latest issue when he goes back to hell?
Yeah, I did.
Did you catch the reference? He's like, I haven't been here since in the Senti's mushroom trip. That's like, oh.
Listen, that's when he became the most relatable to me. I was like, yeah, sometimes you just need to go on a mushroom soul searching trip, man. Sometimes you find the devil, sometimes you find God. You just really never know.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Well, hopefully you always feel like a nut, but that's
Hey-o!
none of my business. That's none of my business. I guess almond joy and mounds, they serve two purposes.
Yeah.
Hey, please sponsor us. We got the perfect net jokes.
Who's sponsoring us? Oh, that's what we need. These nuts. Yes.
Children, absolute children. I
need free samples too, because again, karma's striking me in the face as my son runs around the house going, "Look what I got! These nuts!" Anytime those moments happen, Daniel's just like, "That's you." I'm like, I know. These nuts. Oh yes, we also got Daredevil Echo number 1.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Yes.
Goblin.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about this? I mean, I like the art. I like the art. Phil. Oh yeah.
We're saving children, so okay.
Yeah.
But like I said, New York is interesting, especially like Manhattan and with the Native American history of it and all those things, right? So they're getting into like that mystical stuff right now. It's interesting.
Oh yeah, and of course we have to throw in Echo because isn't she getting a series at some point? I'm like, I know she originated in the Daredevil book, but I'm just like, since then we've had like little to no contact.
Well, I think that where like Elektra is literally just Matt with boobs. Echo's like a more quiet, contemplative version of Daredevil without with a little less trauma.
Yeah.
Whereas Elektra has way more trauma than he does, So she's like that happy medium in between. You could almost say it's like basically their kid. She kind of gets the best of both worlds on that front.
That's true.
So I mean, street level hero with like with like a magic background and a little bit of horror. We've done it, and I'm just interested to see what they do within the Daredevil universe with it. I guess it was like a lot of setup, and I like it, but I don't know if this could have just been a backup in his book. Did it warrant a whole book?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like they're just gonna use this as an excuse if it doesn't go well. See, we try to do female-led character books and they flop every time. And I'm like, Mary Jane has something to say to you. Black Cat has something to say to you, but
Oh, do you think they're gonna use this to try to spin off an Echo series?
Yeah, absolutely. Even if it's a miniseries. But like, I think Daredevil does need somebody that's a little more quiet, but also like, cause like him and Elektra just kept butting heads, and like she proved that she was the better Daredevil as far as I'm concerned. when she put on the suit, I feel like she was a better Daredevil than he ever was.
But I mean, anytime like when he's on She-Hulk or like they're mentioning Born Again, like any of the TV stuff, it's like I see Daredevil trending all over the place. I mean, let's build up the Daredevil brand. Let's spin some books off of his. Let's get an Elektra book.
Dude,
let's get an Echo.
I mean,
book.
I would love an Elektra book, but it's like, do we need to? I mean, his universe doesn't really need to be spun off. We tried, right? And it kind of flopped.
Could we sell a Daredevil anthology book where, every month we get an Elektra story and then maybe we do an Echo story or,
Can we bring back Karen? I know we probably can't because of things, but...
I'd be down for it, but, I
mean, with Kingpin sailed off into the sunset, we need something.
Exactly.
We need some kind of drama.
Oh, can you imagine he sees Karen, he thinks he's going crazy, but then she actually is alive?
Yeah.
I don't know, but can we bring her back without doing
that's what I mean.
Hand crap?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the one thing. I'm just like, will it be worth it? Probably not. I don't want to talk about it again, but just shout out to Phil Noto's art. It's very like I love the cover. It was very distinctive. I saw a lot of people being very drawn to the cover when I was in the comic book store.
Mm-hmm.
I like the interiors as well.
Oh yeah.
But like, didn't Echo have the Phoenix Force? Did I make that up?
Yeah. She was in Avengers for a while. Yeah, Jason Aaron had her with the Phoenix Force for a while.
Okay. So like, are we like, and it leaves residuals. So I wonder if we're actually gonna like dive into that at all. Like, she has a lot of interesting premises, and I don't know where they're gonna pay those off, or if they are even going to.
Yeah.
She's so much younger than him. It just feels a little creepy. It's maybe they wanted to do like a Hawkeye and Kate Bishop thing. I don't know, since they saw that be so successful. Since they're both kind of like street level, everybody kind of wants a young female protege kind of trope eventually.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I missed something because I was about to say on that last page, I'm like, is Demon Goblin a woman now? And
yeah,
yes,
Dima, not Demo.
I know. And it's Shriek. It's Shriek. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell did I miss?
Well, that happened in between the issues, apparently. Yeah, that threw me too. But like, I for Echo, did they need to do that? No, but is it kind of cool? Sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I mean, Shriek. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, issue 2. It looks like it's might be coming this week. So.
We blew our load a little early.
Again.
But it's like the lover of Cletus Cassidy. We gotta force these symbiotes in somewhere.
Heyo.
So it's interesting.
I mean, everyone gets a power upgrade anymore. It's either it's either you get a symbiote, you get the Phoenix Force, or you get bonded to a demon.
Yeah.
Oh, she got Macindale sloppy seconds. Oh,
it was like sloppy fifths, but whatever.
Oh, that's right, because remember the demon was so it was like, I know I'm a demon from hell, but
I can't bear to be one more second with you.
I gotta get out of here. I'm bonded to Macindale.
Exactly, Macindale.
Honestly, I take it easy on you. Every Gobble Month should be a Jason Macindale. Yeah, it should be our yearly. Jason Macindale is such a joke.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the most cannon fodder of cannon fodder, even with a goblin suit. Like, come on.
Well, if Jason Macindale makes Harry Osborn look capable,
he makes Normie look capable. He makes Liz Allen interesting, okay?
Burn.
Without her dang whatever that's going on over there in Cult of Courage. I'm gonna pick it up just for poops and giggles now.
I mean, there's only 2 issues out so far. Yeah, so it's not like a huge commitment so far. Yeah, I mean, yeah, check it out. I mean, it's so out there. It kind of like
with I mean, everything's kind of out there, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is Toxin actually the most relatable symbiote?
And again, it's like Normie has a symbiote. Now Liz has a symbiote.
Even though it's like different, right?
Yeah. Because like I said, Liz is like a mixture of like anti-venom and a piece of Carnage, I think, or something. Yeah, or is it Toxin or Carnage? One of them.
It's
Yeah.
Carnage, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of that's what I mean. Like, I'm kind of hesitant to spin Daredevil's universe off into so many pieces just because I've seen the things that they're doing with other people that I love that finally are getting expansive universes. It's like, okay, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Nobody wants this. Nobody asked for this. So, yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't like, as Daredevil becomes, does his Disney Plus show, I'm nervous for the character. Are they going to dumb it down? Are they going to water it down? Is it going to be more PG? Is it going to be like, will the comic change? I mean, it's bound to.
Oh, yeah.
With corporate synergy, it's a nightmare.
Because if they had brought Karen back for the show, I wouldn't be surprised they resurrected her. But I don't think they're bringing, at least not that actress, back for Karen.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what's going to happen once, they can figure it out with the writer's strike.
Yeah.
I think this might be the longest one in history.
Is it money and benefits, or are we dealing with AI too?
It's money, benefits, AI, streaming, because as streaming becomes popular, there's like literally probably in the next 10 years, there's going to be no such thing as syndication. It's just going to be like news programming.
Well, yeah, as everything moves to streaming, yeah, it's syndication.
Everybody wants to keep everything in-house to ship, to send over to their streaming to make it this one full closed loop. And where does that leave the writers if there's no syndication but the streaming rights? And the last writer's strike a little bit kind of was about like their streaming, and they didn't really flesh it fully out because who could have imagined the rise of AI? Even Black Mirror is making fun of AI and like how it's going to put everybody out of business.
And I see people complaining too. They're like, if I'm paying for these streaming services, why
aren't you paying the writer? The money doesn't go to the writers; it goes to the showrunners. Like Ryan Murphy had like a $300 million deal with Netflix, and none of his stuff really hit, like that Nurse Ratched. And so now he's going back to Disney because his original deal was Fox, and they bought out Fox, and he's getting $100,000 million or whatever it is.
And just the stuff for the writers,
the rest of the normal writers, the staff writers that do all the work.
Just all that stuff for the writers, and then they pull shows from these streaming services, and it's
to never be seen again.
Exactly. And again, I mean, isn't that affecting the
of course
their money, the writers and stuff too? It's like, and again, the customers paying for it are like, hey, I wanted that show. Why'd you pull it?
For tax purposes.
Well, yeah, I mean,
allegedly, that's not what it was, but I won't get into that. Maybe I'll talk about it one day. Yeah, so no, I totally stand with the writers. They need to figure that stuff out and make it fair, because the landscape of TV has changed and will continue to change with streaming. I mean, we probably won't have cable in the next 15 years, honestly. It'll just be all streaming.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's some old people out there who will hold on to it, keep it alive.
Babes, my grandma's 90 and she has Netflix. It's fine. She's literally watching All My Children or General Hospital, whatever made the transition where it's not on TV anymore, it's just streaming. They all made that transition. And I think that's kind of why they did it. Well, come on, old people, this is the only place you're going to get it. You've been listening to this shit since it was on the radio. You're going to stop now? I don't think so. They got him! It's done! That's the transition!
It's sad.
We're fucked!
It's sad to say, but if you want the old people, you might have to send Fox.
Listen, babes, they put Kevin Costner on everything on freaking Paramount. Listen, they're getting they had the good wife, the whole Good Wife. Look, everybody's made their transition. They got Law and Order on freaking Peacock. They're doing it.
Yeah, but I think they got to slide Fox News over there if you want all the old people to go.
Oh, they have that there too. I don't doubt it.
I know, but it's still on cable though too. So I don't,
yeah, but they're trust me, they're working on making that transition where cable is kind of not needed anymore. It's not. I mean, we're paying just as much in subscriptions as we are for cable, so it's no commercials or commercials. What do you want? You know my vote.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's probably who's probably trying to hold on the cables. The advertisers.
Well, then it'll just be like the Truman Show with in-show. I've been actually an advocate for in-show product placement, subtle, tasteful, so we can just not be interrupted.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be subtle and tasteful everywhere. Love Hellfire. Yeah.
I mean, if Smallville taught me anything with the freaking Old Spice deodorant in the football locker room, it won't be, but it's fine. We're used to it.
No, it's gonna be more like that scene from Wayne's World.
Yeah. Have some Pizza Hut. I mean, you can already send the YouTube ads to your phone and the apps and stuff. So the infrastructure's there. That's all I'm saying. Get rid of cable. I've got beef with cable. Get rid of it. It's out of here. Anywho, I am on pins and needles for this new Daredevil show.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like, I just don't know where we're going with the Daredevil comic book stuff, I guess.
Yeah, again, I think we're gonna have to take a direction change after Chip's done. I mean, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I think some of this is, I don't know if it's a hallucination or what, but yeah, they didn't kill Foggy off panel. Come on,
But
Foggy's been here since day one. Come on.
But what if they did? And you know who comes and takes his place? Weasel from Deadpool, because we haven't seen Weasel in a while.
Weasel. Nah, Foggy's like an institution out there.
Of course he is. You know how pissed I would be. I'm probably right in the streets with the rest of them.
Although I thought they were going to keep Karen dead, but she's still dead like 20 years later.
It's giving Barry Allen. She's stuck on the Speed Force somewhere.
No, you know what? I mean, she gets killed in the middle of Guardian Devil, and we all know who was behind that whole thing, don't we?
Yes, of course.
So
no need to say it, Phil. Don't be a bitter Betty.
We can all smoke and mirrors it. No. I'm just saying, no, smoke it. No, not the writer. No, I'm just saying, no, the villain behind it.
Yeah.
So we can all be like, it was an illusion.
She's been with him the whole time. She's brainwashed.
She was an actress.
She was an actress.
There's your story. Mysterio brainwashes all these Hollywood actors and forces them to make his movies.
There you go. She's been a PA getting coffee for the last 20 years.
I don't know, man. He could be making porn with Karen. You never know.
He's above that, babes. That's the one thing I do know for sure. He is above making
he's an artiste. Yes.
Exactly. Although, back in the day, some porn was very artistic, but we lost that along the way for profits.
So she's getting...
We're all for Rangy at heart, apparently.
So if she's getting
all
naked...
All hell, late-stage capitalism.
If she's getting naked, it's artistic and tasteful and...
yeah.
For the plot, yes.
For the plot. Although I don't know what being naked could ever add to a plot other than... pants come off next. That's it.
I mean, again, I think a lot of times it just seems like that's the new come see this movie, so and so's naked.
And and good for the actors pushing back on that, not wanting to do love scenes and all that. That stuff's super intimate, and there's so many people in the room. It's super uncomfortable for everybody involved. It's fine. If I want to do that, I have my hard drive full of stuff where I can actually see something other than side boob and ass crack. Okay.
Although, I mean, I suppose there's a movie out now where they're pushing that where, look who's naked in this movie, that Jennifer Lawrence movie.
She wore a body. No, not shaming her. It's her total choice because it's her body, but like she wore a suit for Mystique, a bodysuit for Mystique. So she had her chance to show off her naked body. I'm pretty sure it's probably a body double.
Oh, maybe.
Jennifer Lawrence. So.
But again, it's like, I mean, that used to be...
that whole movie is creepy. Like an adult woman trying to get a boy. Like, what is this? That seems like something from the 90s that Adam Sandler wrote.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
The parents hire her. It's like, oh God.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
I know that. Yeah. I'm like, really? I mean,
that's what her career has come down to. She goes from being,
I'm like the
award-winning actress to show your ass, bitch. Like,
oh damn! I mean,
like, yikes.
And I'm like, that plot didn't like set off any warnings in anyone's head. Like, oh yeah, this might not go well.
I think they don't know that it's not the 90s anymore.
Oh my God! I mean, oh my God!
We'll talk about that on Salty and Petty. Remind me.
Yeah. But again, it's like, how is nudity like a pull anymore? Because it's like you can just log on and see hardcore pornography online.
That's
It's like,
what I'm saying. That's my whole point. It's like I don't need to see Keanu Reeves, but yeah, I got porn. Thanks. Cornhub's fully loaded at all times.
exactly. All right. So anything else?
No, not at all. I actually am intrigued by Daredevil and Echo. I wasn't too sure about how it was gonna work, but now that I've read it, like I said with Demon Goblin, okay, let's see what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm giving this a chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, kids. Next time we're gonna do what I promised this time: Daredevil 197 through 200.
He got you too, guys. Don't worry about it.
Gotcha.
Me too.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah. So send us all your thoughts on that, on our chance and spot stuff, all the news stuff. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, merchandise, social media, the Patreon, where Lilith gets drunk and yells at old comics.
No, where I have to drink to cope because Phil loves to torture me with terrible stories. It's payback for superhero comic book movie year. It's payback, and
I know. I'm only giving you 4 months. You gave me a whole year.
Yeah.
Drag poor Kristen into that. All right, so find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right, Grandma, where can people find you?
Well, first and foremost, stay off my lawn. And if you want to make friends with an old internet granny, you can feel free to friend me on Facebook.
Either do the 6 or do the 9. Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
You do know how duck penises work, right?
Somebody was trying to sneak it in. You know how duck penises work, right?
All right, and Justin, you're welcome.
Is that a sentient tongue?
Oh God! Please don't give Daredevil a symbiote. Please don't give Daredevil a symbiote.
I've already seen a Funko. It's so funny. When we were in the store the other day, I saw.
Well, they venomize everything.
Yeah, they had a venomized Daredevil, but it looked like Hellspawn. You remember his Infinity War?
Oh yeah.
It looked like, I'm like, why did you just put that out?
Hellspawn. Yeah.
Exactly. So I was about to get it. I was like, ooh, Hellspawn. I'm like, it's venomized.
I mean, they venomized Groot for God's sake. So nothing is sacred.
I know. Again, they give symbiotes to everybody.
I should talk. I actually have the T-shirt and the Funko because it was $2 at Target, so I got it.
What, the Daredevil venomized?
No. The Groot venomized. It was like $2 on clearance. I'm like, what the hell?
Groot will eat your brain.
It's for like pajama shirts.
Thank you, everyone. I think we hit everything today.
We did.
Hey,
even some random nonsense.
Thing from Daredevil to Venomized heroes to Jennifer Lawrence's
alleged butt.
Look at my alleged butt. So yeah, send us your thoughts on the new stuff, and yes, next month Daredevil 197 through 200, and then remember it's September. Lilith's going to be on vacation, so you're going to get another Wondercast.
September. And it's not Submariner, unfortunately. Next year, maybe. If Phil doesn't drive me crazy again, maybe we'll get Submariner September.
Oh, you and Justin are down for it.
Always.
September, the second annual September.
We can always just do Namor November. It's fine. Somewhere.
No nut Namor. I challenge you, Justin. All right, kids. Join us next time. Remember, it's better to be with the devil you know than the devil
you don't. Suck it, Mephisto.
Don't be shooting up innocent people's cabs. Good night.